We are Brett and Jade Evans, and recently we paused our world sailing for this, the Expedition Enclosure.
I think it looks pretty good.
3 years and about 10,000 nautical miles later, we got tired of the gorgeous views, perfect weather, and good times.
At least we're not together, babe.
And we're wanting to get back to our origins. Living in a dusty construction zone with itchy skin and epoxy coiffed hair. The build actually is going amazingly well. You can go follow along over at Expedition Engineering. It's going to be a rad addition to our home and vessel, but the thing is, we're in Europe, and so far, mostly what we've seen of it is this. So we decided to temporarily hang up the tools before we missed out on the entirety of Mediterranean cruising season. Then, with the magic of YouTube, the Bimini was reinstalled and we teleported from Barcelona to the French Riviera. No, actually, we sailed here with Jade's cousin on board, but chose not to shove cameras in their faces, so basically we teleported. And now with the boat to ourselves, it's time for Jade and I to relax, enjoy the views, eat some amazing food, and learn about this new culture.
Terrible.
Oh, no, I nailed it.
That is, if we and Eva can remember how to do this whole sailing thing.
Remember when I said our windlass wasn't super happy?
This honestly sucks so bad.
Are you okay? Slowly but surely, we're putting this boat back together. I need a bigger hammer. Nice, that'll work.
I'm specifically filming this for my claustrophobic sisters so that they can feel stressed. I'm just trying to bring some pain and suffering into their daily life. Oh my gosh.
I am very stuck. I have a windlass sitting on my leg. The hatch just hit me in the head. Jade's inside, she can't hear me because she has headphones in, and I can't get out. And, you know, I figured right now is the perfect time to tell you about the sponsor because I'm stuck. And sometimes in life, you can feel stuck, and that is why I'm happy to tell you about the sponsor of this week's episode, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is online therapy that you can access from your phone, from your computer, from your tablet. You have access to your therapist, whether that's through their messaging service, whether that's through a video call or a phone call. You know, obviously you have to schedule the appointment, but the goal of BetterHelp is to make it easier to get help, because historically getting help, getting a therapist is not easy, and so BetterHelp's on a mission to make it easier. Whoa, I'm getting rocked so bad. Oh, I wish you could see. Maybe the camera's doing it because of the horizon leveling. And if that therapist doesn't work, they make it so easy and painless and no judgment to switch therapists. Sometimes in life you feel stuck, sometimes you need somebody to help, and that is BetterHelp's goal, is to make it easier to find a therapist, to find somebody that can help you through those times where maybe it's a clinical mental illness, maybe it's just a rough patch in your relationship, in your life, in your career, whatever it is. Go check it out. Go check out betterhelp.com/Evans. Click the link below. I'll put it on the screen. They're going to give you 10% off your first month. So thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this episode, and hopefully Jade will realize I haven't come out of here for a while and will come save me.
Good. I want to get out, get the sails up.
Yeah, there's wind. We should put them up right now.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Boat behind us is going to run us over if we don't.
It's supposed to pick up though, right?
Yeah, as the day goes on, it should get more wind. What was that sentiment?
I was saying, when sailors see other sailors struggling with their boat, they think, what an idiot, you don't know what you're doing. But when cruisers see other cruisers struggling with their boat, they think, wonder what broke.
Yeah. She brings it up because we're sailing right now with only the mainsail. The wind is kind of being weird, but yeah, just the mainsail, and a boat just went by us that had a main and a head sail up, and so he passed us. But he was like hitting the side of his boat, and we're like, look at us, like, does he want to race? And then Jay was like, oh, maybe we have a line in the water. So we looked around and found out, yeah, we did. Our snubber had fallen off. One of the lines had fallen off, so it was just like brushing the water. So it was really nice of him to tell us. Clearly a cruising boat.
Yeah. definitely, like, no shame at all. We've all been there. But then also at the same time, Brett and I are like, cannot get these sails to be shaped correctly. Like, there are new sails, we haven't quite figured them out, and they're just luffing like crazy. We can't get the tensions right, like the cut isn't seeming right, and so we're just
struggling.
We're messing with all the lines. We're like up on deck, we're trying to figure out like, okay, what do we need to do to get this set up? Because this is only our second time sailing with them. And yeah, so we look like we have no idea what we're doing, and it's because we kind of don't, but
Yeah.
But it's, yeah.
Yeah, not all our fault. Also, our anchorage is only an hour away. We're gonna take like 4 hours to get there, but it's actually only an hour away. It's right there.
Get everything, you know, sailing again.
Yeah. There's about 10 sailboats right now, all sailing to the same anchorage. It might be a very full anchorage because there's gonna be a lot of wind coming later, and this is the only one in any vicinity that's gonna have any protection, so it's gonna be packed.
I'm gonna grab myself a jacket. Do you want yours? This might be yours.
Yeah, we've got lost weight then.
It was a right?
Beaver braid. Yeah. Beaver braid.
Braid.
Oh yeah, because it's. I was gonna say, but how come I fit in this one? It's because they're designed. We have them sized so they fit with our foul weather gear.
Yeah.
So you are the size of me when you're wearing foul weather gear, because it fits you perfectly without foul weather gear.
It's a little big on me. No.
But also that one fits you perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our bottom isn't too dirty. We're doing 7 knots.
Nice.
So, you know, decent. 7 knots. 7 knots and 15 apparent. 11 true. That's actually pretty good. Not great, but with our, you know, a little bit of luffing sails and not the cleanest of bottoms. I actually don't think the bottom's that bad. The prop is pretty bad, but the actual bottom is pretty good. Yeah. Slowly but surely, we're putting this boat back together.
But like it's temporary though. It's back to us.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear Jade. It's pretty windy, clearly, because we're sailing. Yeah, this is all temporary, so it's like, do we really care to put this lifeline back on? Because we're gonna have to take it back off. But also, if you fall and that lifeline catches you and saves your life, you'll be really glad that it was temporarily installed. Yeah, it's having issues. There's a lot of very nice boats around here. We're pretty sure we're still in France. Not 100% sure. We could be in Monaco, could be Italy. We're not in Monaco. We're definitely in it. No, France. I mean, we're not the only ones anchored, so
No,
I think
good.
we're all right.
We're good. We're definitely in France. We're just being. We did not sleep last night. We left the marina yesterday, and the anchorage was so rolly all night, and we did not sleep, and so we're a mess today. We are a proper disaster.
That's a little exaggerated.
No, I don't think it is. Like everything's a little. We're out of practice. Like everything is a little difficult. Getting the sails out, a little difficult. It's like, how do we do this? How does one sail? How do you anchor? You know, and then everything's gone wrong the first time.
Yeah, we got a knot in our anchor chain for the first time, I think ever.
Ever, yep. So it's just been kind of a bit of a nightmare. But like just a little bit. It's like entry-level horror film. No, I'm being really
low budget horror film.
Low budget horror. So anyway, this is a prequel. We were planning to like vlog and do all these things, but we had to focus on, you know, not wrecking our boat. So we are going or our marriage, mostly that one. We're going to sleep now, and then we're going to communicate better for the rest of the day.
Yay. Look at this amazing anchorage that we're in.
So many boats. Lots of space though.
We just launched the dinghy and it's starting to get dark, so we were gonna put on our dinghy lights. I have to route the wires a little better, but I got a new wire soldered on there. The old wire was just too
Too far gone.
corroded. So throw some batteries in, we'll see.
Good morning. I'm trying to stretch my back.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm like child's pose in the companionway entrance. Okay, good morning. We need to move because we have rocked all night, and we rocked all night the night before, and we're exhausted. And it's so calm. It looks so calm, but it's not. There's just these little rollers that come in, and then the monoholes are all catching momentum. So all the monoholes in this area, we're just feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But it looks like maybe if we move to the other side of the anchorage, we'll have better luck. We think.
Fingers crossed.
There's also a chance that no anchorages are protected from the swell right now, and we'll need to end up in a marina. But we would like to avoid that eventuality and stay on anchor because we haven't been on anchor in a really long time, and we typically love it.
Rule of thumb is that we prefer being on anchor.
The cameras are dusty. Sorry, guys.
That says a lot.
Okay, let's go raise this anchor. And we're gonna go that way to where those boats are not rocking very much. They're rocking a ton. Oh man, they're rocking so much. Why don't we all have stern anchors?
Stern anchor, no one else does.
I know, but like that just, maybe they just don't know. Maybe we should educate them. These guys over here have a cool hard Dodger hardtop. So nice looking. So excited to have ours done. Now that we know that those boats out there are also rocking, I don't know, they do seem to be rocking less, and a little less rocking would make a huge difference. Plans are changing a bit. We're thinking we're gonna get off the boat for a little while, go to land, get a little break from feeling woozy, get some coffee, walk the dogs, and then there's a chandlery, and once that opens, we can go into the chandlery. Chandlery, it means store for boat parts. We can go in there and see if they have something called a flopper stopper. And if they do, we might buy it. Yeah, it might be really overpriced in this town, but we might. And if we do buy that, then we might try it out, and it might solve all of our rocking problems.
Do you guys want to go on a walk? Load up. Light in the way, Penny. Go on. I love that outboard.
Really cute town. I'm admiring the sculpture. Meanwhile,
I'm admiring the sculptures as well. This town has something for everyone.
Somehow I didn't know that Churchill was a painter. Like, nobody mentioned this in my 8 art history classes that I ever took. Don't touch it. When we sailed in, we saw groups of people walking around the edge of the cliff, like in front of all these oceanfront mansions, right? But there seems to be a public pathway, so we're trying to find it because we think the walk looks like it'll be really pretty. At first I was thinking one of those mansions was just having like a wedding or something because there were so many people, but it was not that.
I'd almost get you. We're out of hiking shape.
We really are.
Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat is a picturesque peninsula located on the French Riviera, nestled between Nice and Monaco, known for its stunning Mediterranean coastline, luxurious villas, and lush greenery. It's long been a favorite destination for the rich and famous, i.e. us. The area offers scenic walking paths, which we're on right now, such as the coastal promenade Maurice Rouvière, and historical attractions, including the magnificent Villa Ephrussi de Rothschild, with its beautiful gardens and its blend of natural beauty, exclusivity, and cultural heritage, making it one of the most sought-after spots in the Côte d'Azur.
Côte
Cote.
I don't know if that's how you say, I don't know if that's right.
What a cool walk. We saw this when we were coming in and saw people walking around it and thought we should find that. And we did. Here we are. Oh, a little tunnel. La la. I think this tree's confused.
I feel like it's seen some things.
Yeah, it's definitely seen some weather. Up and around and down and yeah. I don't even know where it goes. Where does it start and end? This is cool. Coming out of the trees into this corner. I think this is the point. Get to the point?
Yeah. That was funnier in my head, I'll be honest. Oh, it's not.
This used to be nice. Yeah. We've rounded the corner to the anchorage. Well, part of the anchorage. Can't quite see our boat. Still around the corner a little bit. What a cool place though.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I want to just work for the camera. So the water's really clear. So we're with my sunglasses, which are polarized. Look at that. We were joking earlier that we were surprised at how clear the water was because we thought only the Bahamas had clear water in the entire world. Not really, but it's surprisingly clear, especially for having all these super yachts probably dirtying the water. Oh. Penny, come. Good girl.
Him doing his little happy feet. His little happy feet. Go ahead, Penny. Go on. Good girl. It's like the good old days.
These are the good old days. Are you happy to be home? Yeah, good boy.
Aww.
Hi, buddy.
It's a really good hug.
Little rocky.
I think I'm a little, we got what we thought was food poisoning, but it's been a few days. So now we're worried maybe our water's contaminated. Because we both had kind of upset stomachs for like a little while. We just got waked, I think, really bad. Oh.
We're currently on anchor. Wow. Dogs are tuckered out. We did a quick change of clothes.
Call it serendipity, because that's what it is. We did not know that today there was going to be a special event in town that was going to be about a special kind of something that Brett loves. So we're going to go see if we can pop in, or if it's invite only, which it might be, or if you have to buy tickets, which you might. We don't know. We're just going to go see what there is to see, and also hit the grocery and buy some bottled water to find out whether or not our water supply is what's making our tummies a little...
What we're thinking is that either the dock water was bad and it's not potable water, or maybe our tanks are just dirty because we've been at the marina for so long, not really using the tanks, so maybe something grew in them, or they're just dirty, who knows. But regardless, we're gonna get bottled water and see if we feel better. And then we'll know at least that it is the water, and then we'll have to figure out, is it the tanks or is it just the water?
This is 13 euros.
For a mango? A piece. These are probably like a euro a grape. Maybe we're just gonna starve. Okay, it turns out it's just fruit that's way out of season. The rest of it's not too bad. It's not too bad. we will not be filling up a shopping cart.
We'll be going a little hungry to show you guys this town, so you know, let's go ahead and
Appreciate it.
video and appreciation. Bare necessities. Yeah. Fred's like, we're just gonna go slow. We're just gonna check out this anchorage here and see what the conditions are like. See if we want to move Emma. Right now, our anchor's pretty well set. There's a lot of seagrass, which means that it's hard to get a good holding, but we do have good holding. So unless we are sure the other options are better, we're hesitant to raise anchor for the night. Oh my gosh, this town is so cute. One of the coolest parts about this town and this marina is that there are all of these super nice waterfront restaurants where you can eat your lunch with a view. Also with a pretty big price tag. And you know, we were really considering that, show you guys what it's like. But the truth is, that view just wasn't good enough for us. So we had to go find the proper view, where we belong, amongst the Cypriots.
This is where we feel more at home with our neighbors.
And our store-bought sandwiches.
And our lunch. This is probably a lot like what they're eating.
I bet, yeah, I think it is. It's probably made by their Michelin star chefs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Michelin star
Yeah.
chef here.
Good view though. They're all looking at us like, why are you just floating by our boats? We're rocking.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home. Let's move this boat.
They didn't have big jugs of water, they just had big water bottles.
The plan is to go around the corner and take the boat into that little bay that we saw while we were walking. There's no other boats there, it's quite small. And it's also fairly exposed, actually 100% exposed to the wind direction. However, the wind is super light. And because we would be the only boat in that anchorage, we would be able to set up a stern anchor, which is really what we need, because a stern anchor would keep the nose of our boat into the swell and make everything a lot more comfortable. So we are raising this anchor, and we're gonna go set 2 anchors around the corner, and hopefully it's still empty, because if there's other boats that are anchored and they don't have a stern anchor, then we can't do it. It's like an all or nothing kind of thing. Our whip's having a hard time. It says that the water's too deep and the anchor's too heavy. So it's sounding quite tired. So I'm having Brett drive us into deeper water because it kept tripping the breaker, the windlass, or the anchor's up. So Brett's just driving us slightly into deeper water so that we make sure it doesn't accidentally drag on the seagrass and ruin any seabed. I think I can get it up the rest of the way now.
What are you telling me?
To stop moving the boat.
Okay. And anchor is up. We are having some terrifying windlass issues. Our windlass keeps tripping the circuit breaker. So it tripped it twice on that. I'm not sure why. It's not working very well. So we cleaned it, and I feel like it's doing worse after we cleaned it.
I don't know, it's hard to say because we haven't been anchoring, so we've been in the marina.
Yeah.
And before, where we were anchoring previously, we were never anchoring in water that's deep.
That's true.
The windlass is having to pick up so much weight.
Yeah. So it's a little scary, but the circuit breakers work. Out of the anchorage.
It's already so much better.
So much better. It's interesting because we're still rolling, but it's so much better.
It's a different kind of roll.
Yeah, it's better. All right, let's sail. There's just enough wind. I think we can fill our sails.
Let's do it. Head sail first?
Head sail first, why not? Ready?
farther behind us has a little more breathing room since we're towing it.
You probably can't see it, but there's a log right there.
A massive log.
Like that would hurt.
Yeah, it would. That would be very
Watch out for logs, apparently.
Seriously.
I thought those were just in the anchorage. Tacking.
Oh, we've got a dive flag. Abort.
Okay, we were gonna tack, but there's flags with buoys that look suspiciously like dive flags. And
that's like the big.
yeah, if they're dive flags, they're not very well marked. If they're not dive flags, we still don't want to hit them.
That was a big wake.
That was a big wake from that boat. Here's the idea with the sail right now, is we left the anchorage that was super rolly. It was protected from the wind, but the way that it was designed, or I guess it wasn't designed, the way nature made it, is that the swell just wraps around and just rocks like crazy. It would be okay if there was a lot of wind that kept you pointing to the swell, but there isn't hardly any wind. So here's what we're thinking, is that if we go around the corner to where we're not protected from the wind, then theoretically it'll be less comfortable from the wind, but because we'll be pointing into the wind, because there will be wind, we'll also be pointing into the swell. That's the theory. And then when the wind dies, what we're thinking is we can do a stern anchor, which we've only done a stern anchor once? Have we only done a stern anchor one time in the Alligator River or whatever?
Potentially. I'm trying to remember if we ever did it in the Bahamas, but
I don't think we always did the swell bridle.
Yeah.
Bahama, yeah. So that's what we're thinking, is that we'll go and potentially do a stern anchor. Since the wind's going to die, that will just keep the nose forced into the swell. We couldn't do that in the other anchorage because it's full and a bunch of boats.
The rule of thumb with anchoring is really that you just have to anchor like how all the other boats are anchored. So if there's no other boats there, then you set the rules. So since the conditions are really great for a stern anchor, and we set one, then if other people come, they'll also set a stern anchor. Which, I don't know, feels kind of like not nice. But it's a really small anchorage, and it's like
It really can only fit two, maybe
the reason
three
it's going to
boats.
be empty, I think, is because nobody else wants to be there.
You ready?
Ready?
Tacking.
Tacking.
It's gonna be a slow tack.
So.
Oh no.
Really just sailing with our main, not our head sail.
Yeah. There's Rusty, and then there's like the step after that. Corroded?
We're corroded!
We're corroded. Whoa.
Not Dingo.
We're gonna go surfing, buddy. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Yeah. Good boy.
That may be why the anchorages are rolling.
Seriously.
That was a boat wake from one of the super yachts.
You could have surfed that boat wake. I guess they make wake surfing boats, and they're a lot smaller than that. Welcome home. We made it to this anchorage. The one we wanted to be in is actually right there. There's like two coves, but this one only had little boats in it. As you can see, little boats, and we are the biggest boat in the anchorage, and we're kind of in the front. But this is so much better. No stern anchor required, at least yet, because the swell and the wind are just pushing the nose, like directly on the nose. And so we're moving arguably more than in the other anchorage, but we're moving up and down, like the nose is going up and down. And so it's so much comfortable, so much more comfortable.
I'm really glad we moved. I think sometimes it's easy to just want to stay put, but I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at
the water.
blue the water is. It's so turquoise. It's just. I was wearing my sunglasses and I took a picture of the dogs on the back, and then I took my sunglasses off to look at the picture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the phone must have edited that or something and made it super saturated with color. And then I look up, nope.
You have a fun circle of light on you.
Oh, it's from the ripped Bimini.
really want to clean the prop here one of these days. However, this might not be the spot. This is one of my favorite events of the entire day. Ta-da! Yay!
Finally.
Swimsuit!
Swimming. Finally in the sun. Finally not in the workshop. Life is good.
Life is good.
Finally in the French Riviera. I just feel so ridiculous being here, honestly. Like, I kind of can't get over it.
Get some fresh air in this place. Honestly, one of the best parts about being on anchor is that generally you're pointed into the wind, which means then you get fresh air coming through the boat, which just getting fresh air in the boat is always good. Remember when I said our windlass wasn't super happy?
It's sounding quite tired.
Well, we got this anchorage. It was really stable, not so much anymore, but it's better now. But we've now basically undone what we did the first go around by taking apart the windlass. So now we're basically back to where we were. And there's Jade.
Hello. In the process of maintaining and fixing the windlass and making things oh so much better,
We may have made them worse.
we may have made them worse because there was a little bit of an oil leak, so it lost a lot of the gear oil, and so that's part of why it's been having a struggle. And then because we were having a struggle finding a place to anchor, we used it a lot more times, like right in a row. So it got a little hot, got a little messed up. So we're hoping that it's salvageable.
So right now what we're trying to do is the fill port for the oil is completely corroded, cannot open it. So we're trying to take the top cover off, and then we'll fill it halfway up with gear oil like it should be, and then just put the top cover back on. Also, top cover is corroded, so it's
We're actually opening the bottom cover. This is the bottom cover.
opening the bottom cover, but we're flipping it upside down. That's right. So yeah, yep. You're right. We couldn't open the top because one of the bolts is stripped.
We're trying to be really gentle because we don't have any replacement gaskets.
Yeah, these are all paper gaskets, which generally one-time use, but we're going to use them at least twice. As long as we can get it off without hurting it.
I can't feel my toes. Actually, I can, and they hurt. Pins and needles. This water is beautiful, though.
The water's beautiful, yeah. This anchorage is still way better than the other one.
Oh, so
The
much better.
boat's moving a lot, but for the most part, it's just moving up and down because we're pointed right into the swell. So, not bad. I would not want to be doing this the other one, which is why we didn't.
I think it's a little rough at the moment because right now all the boats are going home.
Yeah.
So we just have a steady stream of power boats.
Yep, going back and forth. And then all of the boats behind us are all gone. I don't think I filmed any of that. There's one boat that just got here, but there were maybe, what, 7, 8 boats when we got here? And now there's
Quite a few.
one.
They were here for lunch. Here it is.
That's a lot of shiny.
The beautiful,
That's not good.
the fruits of our labor. Those are flaked off bits of metal from the gears.
Yep.
That sucks. They're kind of pretty. I could put them in my paintings.
Yeah, it's nice bronze.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not a multi-use gasket, and we can't even pretend it is.
I looked through the toolbox and shockingly, I don't have any RTV. I can't believe, I can picture where RTV is. RTV is like a gasket making silicone in many different toolboxes I've had over the years, but not this one. But we do have gasket making rubber. And it is just the right size, so we're going to try and make one. Jade's going to try and make one.
Oh.
With her amazing dexterity and left-handed art skills.
I mean, yeah. We're just cutting a circle.
And bolt holes. 2 circles plus 8 more. You got this. The swell has been coming from right there. And in fact, it still is. However, the wind used to also be coming from there, but now the wind is coming from here. And so you can see the boat is now moving more than it used to be. That's because we are getting a bit of the swell now on the side of the boat, which is causing the boat to start spinning, heeling, rocking. The concern is if the wind keeps shifting, then it's gonna be just like the other anchorage. So we're trying to get this windlass back working for multiple reasons. One is if we get too close to those rocks, we need to be able to get our anchor up, and this windlass does not have a manual option. Well, you can buy a manual option for this windlass that then you take off the capstan. You take that off, put on the manual part, screw it back together, then you can use manual. It's really terrible. We don't have that. So we actually have no way of getting our anchor up right now other than muscles. And we could do, and actually it's good because we're not in 60 feet like we were before. We're only in 20 feet. So there's only 100 feet of chain out right now. That's still a lot of chain to pull up. Jade just finished up this. If you notice that there's some problems, that was my fault. I started cutting from the wrong side using the wrong holes. It'll totally work.
I'm still crying. It's all about the holes. Some of our friends hurt our feelings. This is good.
And it's
though.
okay to cry when your friends hurt your feelings. Good for them.
Wow, how about you crawl in there?
This is where I need to be.
I'm specifically filming this for my claustrophobic sisters so that they can feel stressed. I'm just trying to bring some pain and suffering into their daily life. Oh my gosh.
Before we had the bungee cord, it was a lot worse.
That's when you were getting stuck in here, right?
Yes.
And I had my headphones and I couldn't hear them. I feel a little bad.
Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to fill it up halfway because this right here, oh man, this right here is the fill port. It is completely useless. It's completely just stripped out. It's been gummed up by who knows what. And so I'm going to flip this horizontal, fill it halfway to where that would be, you know, roughly seeping out the side, and then put our new gasket on, and fingers crossed it'll seal. And then fingers and toes crossed, it'll all be happy. I may need a bigger hammer.
Okay, I'll go get you the sledgehammer. Is it put away?
Probably. Okay. Done. Done.
Perfect timing, because we are starting to rub a lot.
Are we? I have a feeling this gasket Jade just made, maybe one of those, hey, this is temporary for the next 5 years.
Definitely. 100%.
Okay, we do.
I never thought it was going to be temporary, to be honest.
Yeah, we take this
It
and
should
then
work,
move
right?
some of this stuff. Yeah, it should work totally fine.
So you can
So I
get
can
out?
Yeah. And I imagine I'm probably covered in.
Yeah, do you have paper towels in there?
Yeah.
If you hand me some of those, I can make your exit less slimy, although that might make it go easier.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's probably going to be a second before we're ready to put the stern anchor out. So in the meantime, I'm going to hop in the dinghy and I'm going to use the dinghy to kind of just turn us back into the swell. We're drifting out of the swell very slowly. I think we're just getting pushed by the swell, actually. But it's been over the course of like 2 hours. We're now turned enough that it's starting to rock us. I don't know what it is about this, but it low-key makes me feel like a psycho ex-girlfriend, like, I don't know, like ex-wife. Is that enough? Yeah. Okay.
We're testing this out, see if it works. Keys on. Beeping is annoying. Let's see. Have we even shown these buttons up here yet? What?
Oh, it went down.
Oh, in the hole?
Off the whole boat. It's still greased.
Oh, nice and slippery up here.
Very. Oh my gosh.
Do we need to wipe some stuff off?
Oh, definitely. I'm just gonna go on all first.
Penny, back up.
Let's see.
Pull it up till the cover comes up. Hey, that sounds so good.
Better. So much better.
Yay!
Okay.
Also, we installed these buttons the other day. Check them out. We got little foot buttons. Or Jade used her hand today. Because this is a slip and slide. Or otherwise known as slip and bleed.
Slip and splash.
That was really clever.
Thanks. Let's grab the stern anchor. Do you want to grab it?
No!
Okay, I'll grab it.
I will grab it. Okay. You can grab it.
Yeah, I have to keep it like that. It means I can use more of my muscles appropriately. You don't have to do it with like your forearm.
You look buff, babe. Maybe it's that top. Seriously, though. Hey, I'm gonna turn the alarm off because that beeping is annoying. If I didn't say so. Dingo, the faithful watchdog. Good boy, Dingo. If only you had thumbs, you could turn off the key. Let it be known, we do not have a good stern anchor setup.
Does anybody?
We are not prepared. Some people have like a stern anchor windlass and all sorts of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
We don't.
Well, we have this like main anchor.
We have a main anchor in the bow of our boat. Press.
Okay, I gotta use my legs more. Arms less, more legs.
Okay, help.
Helping. Ow. There's my arm. Are you okay?
Yep, I got it.
Okay. Right on top of my head. I don't trust you that much. Okay. I got it now.
Got our bridle. Now go to the 2 cleats, to a big shackle, to another shackle, to the chain. We're changing metals, which isn't ideal.
But it's a short period of time.
But it's only for a night, so it should be fine.
Not enough time to corrode.
Yeah. Also, yeah, I mean, we're going from huge to itty bitty. So there really shouldn't be hardly any load up. Yeah, I'm telling you.
It got me.
Mosquitoes are out, man. Okay, so now this is good here. We just need to shackle this end. Onto the anchor.
Sorry, I'm
Good
sorry.
dance.
Ah, there's so many! I'm gonna go put you guys like somewhere and then we'll fill you in later.
Grab another shackle.
You gotta understand, mosquitoes. What?
Grab a shackle from inside.
Another shackle?
Yep.
How many shackles do we need?
And one more.
We've got the buoy tied on. I did 20 feet of line, so that should be plenty, but not too much. So this buoy is now tied to the anchor. That will help us raise the anchor later, and also it'll help other boats not run into it. Just have their anchor on it. It'll like kind of notify anybody if anybody else shows up that we're doing the stern anchor thing. I doubt anybody will show up till tomorrow when all the little boats come in again, and then it really shouldn't be a problem because there's tons of space.
Yeah.
So
now I'm going to reverse, and hopefully they'll straighten us out, and then you can start letting out chain.
gorgeous. So now you reverse?
Yeah, reverse.
Okay. Okay, there's 50 feet.
Okay.
Should I give it more? Can I get a headlamp? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
For what?
I don't know.
I'm getting eaten alive. Yeah.
Yeah, grab me a headlamp. I can't see the markers. I was having to go so slow and kind of actually like really watch for them so slow. Here we go.
Make sure that works.
Thanks. Here, you can take this now.
Whew. Thought I lost the dinghy. It's right here, hanging out next to me. Because we've been going in reverse. This is a little tricky.
Make sure there's nothing caught on your feet. That was almost a cartoon.
Will you help guide this chain?
I will. I can probably pull forward with this a little.
Okay, do it.
Okay.
Wow, guys, the amount of mosquitoes. Whew. Be lucky you can't see right now, because you would be shocked. You'd be shooketh, shaked. Oh yeah, no, this is probably nothing compared to most places in the world, actually. All right, well, stern anchor is deployed, set, and it looks pretty great, guys. So it'll be a bit of a workout to get it up tomorrow, but I will sleep a lot easier tonight knowing that it would take a lot for the boat to swing, because the stern isn't going to want to swing into those rocks, which is the main reason. Obviously, yeah, we want to keep the nose into the swell. Are you okay? I think Jade just fell. Are you okay?
I fell in the hole.
You fell in the hole? You slipped?
No, I just stepped where.
Oh.
I always keep this closed, but it was open right now.
Oh, are you
Getting the
okay?
anchor out. Yeah, I think. I don't know yet. You know how fingers are.
Yeah, fingers are drama.
Like it could be broken or it could be totally fine.
Yeah.
You won't know until like it stops shouting.
Yeah, really though.
So I'm still in that phase.
Okay.
I think I'm leaning towards fine. I didn't hear anything. I think I just broke some skin. That's all.
Sorry, love.
It's okay. Just doing things. We're just so rusty.
So rusty? Corroded.
I fell in the hole. Like, what the
Who
heck?
put that there? We had to do a bit of adjusting with the rear line. The what's that called? The
Just
harness?
bridle. The bridle.
Bridle. Harness, bridle, same thing. To get it lined up just right. But I think we got it.
We got it.
We're almost perfectly into the swell. It could go a little more this way, but that would have meant we needed to put the anchor over that way, and we're not about to move that anchor.
It's very close.
It's close enough that we are still rocking a little bit, but we're not falling over anymore. So,
Fantastic.
win. And the windlass sounds great.
The windlass is better. We didn't destroy it. The stern anchor went well. Success.
Oh, I want to say something about the windlass. There was flakes in there. If you know anything about gearboxes, having metal in the gearbox is not good. However, there were no chunks. So that's good. That means we aren't missing any pieces. It's just kind of shaved off a little bit. So that's not good, but we're not missing chunks. So it should be okay, especially because it's not going to get hot.
Yeah, and all the exposed metal now is brand new.
There you go. It's
like,
fresh.
it's fresh.
Yeah, it's just
Looks
kind of
great.
like a chemical peel.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, it's like a facial.
It's a facial, yeah.
Facial for the gearbox.
Yeah. All right. I think that's the
it's
end.
fine. It sounds great now. It just needs some oil.
Yep. Which makes sense. It needs some oil.
And we're into the swell, and all of those other boats are around the corner, probably wishing that they were somewhere without swell, and there isn't anywhere. That's why we have the stern anchor out.
Yeah.
Should we radio them and tell them?
No, this is our spot.
Well, nobody else. Actually, we could probably fit 2 more boats in here if they both had stern
We
anchors.
could fit a couple more.
As long as they anchored really, they would have to have nice technique. Otherwise,
Oh. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. Welcome to, where are we? St. Jean
Cap
Ferrat.
We should look up the
We're gonna say it. I'm
pronunciation
sure
of
that is so. It's probably like Ferret.
No, that was a little too Spanish.
Ouch.
Let's go inside.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Did they just stop?
Coming up.
The whole town is celebrating us getting the stern anchor out.
Everyone's celebrating that we are now stationary.